Fire code came around in 2007A and 2008 in California, and they changed it to, government changes names. See what we see now. It doesn't matter. But it's a hardening of the homes. You have your vents have to be down to 1/16, a minimum 1/8 inch. A lot of those homes didn't. That's why those homes are lost. They're out of code because of flying things. Embers take down 90% plus of the homes in wildfires, not direct flame,
Makes
and
complete
they and
sense,
it's
man.
preventable.
Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson. And today I'm joined by Jim Sprouse, who's made some serious moves in the wildfire defense industry for the last 2 years now. Jim, welcome in, man. Glad to have you.
Thanks for having me, Mike. I really appreciate it. Happy Friday, everybody out there. Let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited for today. What you and your company do is very specific. It's very, I love it because of the passion that's behind it. And it's just the way you're going about doing it. And that's how you do anything is how you do everything, man. And so I love what's going on there, and I'm excited to really dig in with you on it. So for folks that are listening in that aren't familiar with you yet, tell us a little more about yourself and what your main focus is right now.
Yeah, man, you use the word passion, and that's, it's actually one of our tenets of our company as well, on top of a few others that we really abide by. But we are passionate from keeping homes burning down in wildfires. It's as simple as that. Whether people use our systems, which we can talk about, or just do the basics they need to do. But, when you see events that happened, everyone's very familiar with the Palisades in Malibu and Altadena last year. 17,000 structures were destroyed, right? In the real estate market, that's 17,000 structures you're not going to be able to sell. There's a lot of emotion around it. It has disrupted our entire insurance market in California. I mean, people are getting canceled. They're getting non-renewal. Their fallback plan, the fair plan, caps out. That's riddled with issues. We have a very big challenge over on the insurance side. It's because homes are burning down. So when we started the company, our origin, where the passion started, was I live on a preserve in San Diego, and it was New Year's. We had a couple libations. My now business partner and I were out in the back porch with another one of my friends who's an advisor, who's an aerospace tech advisor for our manufacturing side, and about the systems and everything. And they're talking, and they're like, why don't homes have some kind of defense built in? Like, why is it that every time there's a wildfire, people evacuate and hope and pray that their home's still left? And, at the end of it, it was kind of said there were some libations. They had laser beams. They literally designed our company. Now, we don't use laser beams, but they literally designed it. And as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking for good products to take to market. And I'd been searching at that time. I was in another industry that didn't do well. So I was an executive in a large solar company. I'm like, this is something here. So we spent a couple months there looking at. I'm an environmentalist. I have an environmental studies degree. And so we started putting out what is now the Ember Pro Wildfire Defense System. And we found out it was actually in an industry that had been around for a little bit. But since that, okay, so that was in 2020, 24, right? And so, and then we have one of our RMO has been in business for 20 years, right? So we understood the construction trade. We're licensed contractors, and
Gotcha.
we understood that. We understood homes. We understood in-home sales. I've been in sales my whole life. I've run teams. We understood, we use Traction EOS to build it. So we had the business savvy to look at it, and we just needed this product to find, bring a solution to the market. But what then happened after that, Micah, was, in January of 2025, things completely changed in California, completely with those big fires. I mean, 100%, close to 100. I mean, it was bad before even to get insurance. It was bad in a number of ways, but when 17,000 structures were down, and back in 2018, we had a whole city of Paradise burned down, right? So it was, and we've had other fires in Ventura. It's like, we live on the coastal land too. I get to a lot of like in presentations and stuff, and I do up and down the coast, and I say, look, for people to think the coastal lands are going to burn, Lahaina, Malibu, Palisades, Ventura, these are all coastal towns, right? So we actually just did a project literally in Malibu. We put a system on a house on the ocean, right? So it doesn't matter where you are. People think, oh, if you're in the WUI, the Wildland Urban Interface, or if you're in the mountains. No, man, fires don't discriminate. And when that changed the landscape, and the $150 billion plus cost of all that, people don't even realize how much smoke damage costs and how many claims and all the lawsuits and all the emotion around it. You can see the passion that comes out. Like, we want that to stop. Whether you're using our system or just doing the basics, protect your home, which you can do with hardening a home in defensible space. That's our mission. That's what we do. So yeah, we built the company to provide. We call it like putting wildfire defense on steroids. If you want an ultimate protection, very highly effective, that's what we do. We also do a spray service. So we assess homes. I'm a certified wildfire mitigation specialist.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Our team is trained on how to properly assess a home. We look at the structure. We look at the surrounding vegetation. We understand all the laws. Then we'll go back. If they want to look at one of our packages, great. If not, they have a list of things they can do to improve their property. Whether or not they contact us again, they know what to do to help keep that property, to protect and defend it from a wildfire. Because it's not if, it's when. And that's not some sales jargon. That's literally what CAL FIRE says. It's not if, it's when. Be prepared. So,
Right.
yeah, that's how we
Right.
got started.
It's powerful, man. I mean, I haven't lived through many wildfires, but I've lived through my fair share of hurricanes over here in Florida. And
Yeah.
it's when you were talking about that, like, we've developed system after system to protect our houses over here now, but I'd never really
Yeah.
heard of one for fire either. Right. Like, and it might be way more destructive, right? Like, hurricanes are rough, but man, fires, that shit is terrifying. Like it's
Hurricanes will knock over a building, right? Fires will just take the whole damn thing.
yeah, like I mean, there's nothing left after it's done. And so it really makes sense that this space is opening up, especially with the fact that when CAL FIRE is saying it's not if, it's when, that you need to listen
Yeah,
at that point. You need to listen.
absolutely.
And if you're in an area where this takes place, it becomes a responsibility at that point. Like, once you know, then you're responsible. If it happens
Yeah.
after that, cost of doing business. Like, you knew
Yep.
at that point. Now it's on you. Like, will I still feel bad? Yes, I have sympathy, but my empathy will kind of lack because you knew. Are you going to
Yeah,
learn this time? Right. And I love that y'all are bringing something out
Yeah.
there that eliminates a lot of what you've seen people go through. Right. One of
Right.
an influencer I followed, his house got burned down. Now he lives in Costa Rica. And I was just
Mm.
watching his life change. But oh my goodness, like, people were completely changed. Like, life is not the same
It's
at all
crazy.
anymore.
I'll tell you a story. One of the ones I talk about is we have a lot of. I'm not an active firefighter. I'm not that tough, man. I do the mitigation ahead of time, but we have a lot of friends that are active firefighters and advisors. And one of the sad ones is I just told this on another podcast, and like my friend was told me, he goes, a guy came up to me. He's all ashen. He was like, the fires are still going, and he held up his wallet. And he said, "This is all I have left." There wasn't one material thing that he had left in his life. A car, any possession he had a wallet. And the guy told me the story. And he's like, that hit him. That hit that firefighter. That was real. And then look, in the last decade, there's 200 lives lost. There's a lot of destruction, but yeah, it's serious, man. It's destructive. It changes things.
It is. It is. So what is let's shift it to the investor standpoint a little bit. We got real estate investors that listen to this
Mhm.
show. In these kind of areas, what's a way for them to process this? Because, I mean, protecting our assets, that's kind of top of the list for a lot of us. So what
Yeah.
would you say to
Well, it's
that
yeah.
market? What do they need to think about?
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
That's Yeah, for true asset protection with I think this is evidenced by we look at the Palisades. Okay, so the rebuilds that are going on, a lot of them, the architects and the builders are putting these systems internally. So a lot of what we do is retrofit, right? In a WUI area, wildland urban interface, or just want the protection, and then we'll put them on the outside. We'll go up to the eaves and we'll put the heads. We never do roof penetrations. That's liability, so we don't need to. Because we're just hitting we can miss the home and then spray around it. But what they're doing in the Palisades is, I mean, we're getting call after call. They were putting PEX piping in internally. So now they've got a structure that they're building that when they're done, they put the drywall on the inside. The cladding's usually up, right? So they go, then they'll have it all built internally. Then we just go place a tank and pump. So when that tank and pump go in, you have an app, you turn on the thing. So the investors are looking at going, hey, you just said, I'm protecting this asset and this is the best way. I always tell people, fine, show me a better way. We'll do it. Like I'll go and have a meeting up in LA next week about home defense. Like people can do it on their own, like a DIY. Like, I'll go meet with you. If that makes sense for like equine properties or different things they want to target, like I'll go do that because I'm not going to put a big, huge system on, it costs $1 million and it's cost prohibitive. So let's find solutions and let's find the solutions that will protect that asset. So that's a great example as an investor coming in and going, Now you also want to look at your insurance costs, and that's a whole other discussion, right? But that would be a primary way. And then I also say this, and this was a core logic study with Penn State University. I'm from Pennsylvania, so go PSU. Penn State University and CoreLogic had 6 million data points, and they found that hardening a home will increase the value 1.4 to 2.5%. And I say, put our system on and 4%. I just threw a number out, I just pulled a number out. Hey, it's more than 2.5% of the value. And what's the average home value in San Diego? It's like $1 million. So there you go. There's some of your ROI. And it also, I would say that, if you're investing and you want to track people, you want to track buyers, hey, that home is that is defended, right? It's got a system on it,
Mm.
right? Look at these areas that I always say this too, Mike. There's two things that are not going to change. There's a lot of things that won't change, but in our industry, there's two things that aren't going to change. We have built in the wildland urban interface, and we have a big problem with it because those homes burn down in wildfires. And we're going to continue to build in the wildland urban interface. There's nothing prohibiting that with permitting, right? And the climatic conditions are going to keep worsening. And I don't care why you feel it is or not. You have to. This is just simple math, right? If you think it's because of environment or a cyclical thing in the earth, I don't care. But just look at the data. It's getting drier. The conditions are worsening. It's getting worse. It's not getting better. So I would say if you're investing,
Right.
especially in California, you already said it best, brother. Protect that asset, man. And for wildfires, show me another way. We believe in these systems. We believe in what they do. They're very highly effective.
I like that idea too about how to increase that value a little bit in the sense of, time on market is very valuable. And if I'm thinking California, you're replacing 17,000 properties, which houses are going to sell first? The ones that are protected or the ones that aren't protected? Right.
You got it.
Which ones are going to start moving until eventually they all need it? Like that's the reality. If you're going to go, it's like living here in Florida. Unless you're in an old structure, you got hurricane windows.
Yeah.
Anything
Right.
built after a certain period of time, you just have hurricane windows. That's what are in there. They become the standard because the number one destroyer of things and killers of people is flying debris coming through your windows. It's
Yeah.
not really handy to have.
Same with fires. Same with
So,
fires. It's embers. Embers is the number one reason. Things flying through the air.
mm,
Number one thing in fire. It's the embers. It's not direct
right.
flame. It's the embers flying through. Sorry to cut you off, but not so fun
No, you're
fact.
good.
Not 95% of the homes. I'm a geek about this. IBHS did a study a year after the Palisades fire. 95% of the homes are out of code. That means their vents allowed the intrusion of embers to go in, and that's where a lot of those homes are burned down, flat out.
Wow.
95% out of
Wow.
all. And it's fire code came around in 2007A and 2008 in California, and they changed it to, government changes names of CWC now. It doesn't matter. But it's a hardening of the homes. Your vents have to be down to 1/16th, a minimum 1/8 inch. A lot of those homes didn't That's why those homes are lost. They're out of code because flying things. Embers take down 90% plus of the homes in wildfires, not direct flame.
Makes complete
And
sense,
it's
man.
preventable.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, it's preventable. Like your new codes now, right? Like, hey,
Right.
protect protect the go in, shelter, protect the windows. Like you'll be okay, most likely.
Right.
That's high
Right.
percentage.
Well, now they even build them where you got your hurricane shutters on the outside built in. Like it's so simple now to protect your home from a hurricane in Florida that you're just living on the edge if you're not doing it. Right. And that's kind of the
It's
same thing that you're
silly.
doing.
Yeah,
If you're living in a property in a place, like it's up to you. Everyone gets to decide where they want to live. If you're going to choose to live in a place that lives like this, make smart decisions about being there. Doesn't mean you can't be there. It's not hurricaning or firing all the time, right? It's not all the time, but it's the times it
yeah,
comes through. When it does, it's devastating. So it's worth it to prepare. I call
absolutely.
it I've heard it called productive paranoia, right? You can't worry about everything, but there's some things you
Yeah,
need to
I like
worry
that.
about. And
I
and
watch this back again. Productive paranoia. I'm going to use that.
please, man, do, because it's like, yeah, you learn you can't worry about everything, and most stuff you worry about isn't going to happen. But like my mentor tells me, there's a lot of life we know exactly what's going to happen. We just don't know when. And you have to prepare
Yeah,
yourself for those things. You set yourself up for success. Same way, I mean, when we were talking before, your business really runs the EOS system. You are hedgehogging on this. Same freaking concept,
yeah,
man. It's the same concept of just
yeah,
digging
yeah,
in, sticking with it, keeping going, and I appreciate what you do. Like I love hearing stories and learning about
yeah.
things where it's not just a little impact that you're having. Cause like that guy with the wallet, fires leave things where you can't get them back for sure. The things they take away, what they burn,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't get the memories back, man. You don't get those things
It's a
back.
lot of
I mean, it wasn't
emotion.
a wildfire. One of my favorite golfers here in Georgia, his house burned down and he lost like all his major championship trophies. He had a couple of them. And it's like, you never get those back. You can't have your original stuff back. So what are you doing to protect it right now? How are you taking care of it? Man, I really appreciate that. So, Jim, man, I
Yeah,
could go on and on about this stuff. Let me ask you this. For folks that are
yeah,
listening in
yeah,
that want to
yeah.
find out either the DIY project or learn more about how you can help them protect their assets and their property, what's the best way for them to find you?
Yeah, Ember Pro USA, our website and our YouTube channel. Our website, we have a free comprehensive guide. There's a lot of stuff people can do. Like I said, man, we're just passionate about keeping homes from burning down. But a lot of these, and I tell everybody, put us out of business. Go prepare your home. Have that productive paranoia. Go prepare your home and put us out of business. Go ahead, please do. We'll go find another thing we got a big problem to solve. We're not going anywhere probably for years and years and years. By the time I retire, we're going to sell. And then we'll be into maintenance mode and everything else. So put us out of business. Go to our website. There's a free comprehensive guide and it's like 40 pages. I pulled all the materials and it's like, just start going through the guide. What do you like people? There's evacuations like in your hurricanes. Oh, do you have your pet meds or your kid bed? Do you have everything together? Like these are just things. Look around your home. And we do videos on this on our YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys have it. Do you have Italian cypress trees in Florida? Do you like the big tall ones? Do you guys have the Italian cypresses?
I know we have a lot of bald cypress. I don't know if we have Italian cypress.
Okay.
Is
Well,
it
Italian cypress, they can be like 200 feet up in the air. And and they're like just tall. They're beautiful. And they do like a lot of, privacy and stuff and noise blocking. And so people put like 10 of these together, but put your hand inside of an Italian cypress and pull it out. It is dead material. These things go up like candle wicks, 200, 300 feet up in the air. And what's wild, Mike, is people put them right next to their house that go right up into a wooden eave. I see it all the time. Like one ember goes in there, that thing, your house is toast. It's gone. right? It's bye. There's nothing you're going to do. You evacuate, Ember catches that thing on fire. And then if there's a bunch of them, I mean, it's bananas. So look at what vegetation you have. Again, you might have to cut some stuff down, pull 5 feet away from your home and vegetation, especially like we see a lot of wood siding and stuff. It's like, get the vegetation away from that. Double pane windows. I mean, there might be some cost factors, but your vents, you can have a handyman do them. You can do them yourself. You can get the material on Amazon. So just go to our website, go to our YouTube, learn all that stuff. And there's certainly plenty of videos of us with our wildfire defense systems. You can see more of that. But yeah, that's the best way to do it. I just tell everybody, look at this is solving something that you need to be educated about because you need to protect your asset. So just coming from
Right.
that standpoint, I need to protect, I don't care if you're afraid of wildfires or not, just like, I need to protect my asset, right? Okay. This
Right.
is how you do it. There's a guide, there's videos, protect your assets.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for sharing that. For those watching and listening in, check our show notes. We're going to have all of Jim's links there. And like I say on the show all the time, it's not random folks that we bring on. They're professionals at what they do. These are the kind of folks you want to learn from, whether it's to do it yourself or to have something done. They actively live it. Man, I appreciate your expertise, the background that you have. I love it when someone can just pepper me with data. It's one of my favorite things because
Yeah. We learn from
one of
data,
my
right,
favorite
brother? We learn from data. Yeah.
it's everything. Well, it's one of my favorite quotes. I think it's Deming's. How's it go? Uh, Something about data. If you don't have data, it's just something else. I can't remember how it goes. It was one of my
Just a
favorite
guess
quotes.
or
Now,
something. Yeah.
it's like you just don't have anything. You don't have it, or maybe it goes this way. In God we trust. All others must bring data. Something like that. I can't remember how he says it, but it's very powerful because it just shows you like if you don't have, it's everything. What does the data say? Make your decisions based on that. And I love how y'all go about that because that's the science of it. We're not guessing.
Yeah.
We're not hoping. Hope's not a strategy. This is
Hope is not a
actually
strategy.
how to
I laugh
protect
when
what
people are
you're
like, "It's
doing.
not gonna happen to me." Really? That's what everyone said right before it happened. Really?
Everybody.
We live in California, man. The climatic conditions are getting worse. You have a beautiful home, protect it, you know?
Right, and
But it
most
will
people don't
happen.
think they're most people. That's another favorite quote,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
We're
that's
all one. We're all most people. You are most
uh,
people. Just accept it. Well,
I
thanks
got a
again,
couple
man.
of those.
Appreciate you
I got to
being
watch
here.
this again just to get some of that. Yeah, I like that.
Dude,
This
I'm
talk
full of
great.
them.
It's
Be
good stuff.
careful. Be careful.
Yeah.
We talk again. I'll leave you with more. But I appreciate you again, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks
Yeah.
everybody that's watching and listening for joining us. If you got value out of today's episode, please like this episode. Share it with someone else you think you get value out of it. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you know what to do. Click that button, follow along with us. We've got more conversations coming up with operators just like Jim, folks out there building a real business in the industry. Thanks for being with us today. We'll see you on the next episode.